And welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. The Georgia Southern Eagles dealt a tough loss on the road at Louisiana. The 19th ranked Raging Cajuns. Georgia Southern was losing in that game and then came back to take the lead with less than a minute to go on a couple of very exciting plays, including a 2-point conversion. But Louisiana gets down to the 37-yard line and kicks a 53-yard field goal as time expires to hand the Eagles a tough loss as Georgia Southern falls to 1-1 on the season. Up next, the Eagles will be on the road back in Louisiana again as they take on Louisiana Monroe this Saturday. We'll hear from head coach Chad Lunsford and some of the players about the game. Speaking of tough losses, the Statesboro Blue Devils were 0-1, returning home to take on the Houston County Bears in senior night for Statesboro High. Tough one there. They end up scoring 3 offensive touchdowns, only allow 1 offensive touchdown to Houston County, but got a field goal blocked at the end of the first half that they returned for a touchdown. And then Houston County also got 3 field goals. Special teams working out for the Bears as they win that one and send the Blue Devils to an 0-2 start. We'll send you out for highlights of that. Statesboro looking to bounce back this week as they host Appling County. As for Southeast Bullock and Bullock Academy, they were off. And the heartbreaks continue for Bullock County teams as Portal was leading 16-0 against Treutlen County going into the fourth quarter, gave up 23 unanswered points and fell in that one. Portal now 0-2 on the season. We'll send you out for some highlights of that game as well. All that and more coming up on Upon Further Review. And a reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, the Georgia Southern Eagles were coming off a lackluster performance, a victory nonetheless in their season opener, and then the next week they had their Florida Atlantic game canceled, setting up their Sun Belt opener this past Saturday at 19th ranked Louisiana. Louisiana losing a few players prior to the game because of some COVID-related issues. They lost their top running back, and then in the game they lost their second string running back. The doors were open for the Eagles to pull off the upset. Looked like they almost did, unfortunately, late in the game. Louisiana is able to score a field goal as time expires, and Georgia Southern ends up 1-1 on the season. Let's send you back for some of the highlights and hear from Coach Lunsford and some of the players. The Georgia Southern Eagles on the road at Louisiana for their Sun Belt opener against the number 19 ranked team. Scoreless early, Shy Words to Wesley Kennedy is back in the lineup. The 61-yard pass play would lead to the first score of the game. The handoff to J.D. King, the 2-yard run, and Georgia Southern takes a 7-0 lead. The Cajuns respond. Trey Ragus gets the call. He goes 10 yards for the score, and we're tied at 7-all. The Georgia Southern defense keeping that score the way it was, as this one is picked off by Raynard Ellis, and we go to the half with the game tied at 7-all. In the third, the Eagles able to retake the lead on a 29-yard field goal here by Alex Rayner, give Georgia Southern a 10-7 lead. We move ahead, it's 10-10 in the fourth. Things start to get a little crazy. The Cajuns would grab the lead on the 27-yard touchdown pass from Levi Lewis to Errol Rogers. The point after made it 17-10. Just over 8 minutes to go. Looks like the Eagles are going to tie it up. Wirtz to tight end Bo Johnson, who makes the catch. Runs down the sidelines, but just as he gets short of the goal line, he loses the ball. It goes out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. Louisiana takes over at the 20. The Eagle D gives the offense another opportunity. Wirtz going to the end zone, and look at this grab by Caleb Hood. What a catch. As the Eagles pull within one, they'd opt to go for the two-point conversion to take the lead. And look at Wirtz as he stays on his feet, scrambles, and finds Darion Anderson in the end zone. Georgia Southern up 18-17 with less than a minute to go. The Cajuns able to move downfield, and with time expiring, Nate Snyder, who was only 2 for 6 on field goals this season, splits the uprights from 53 yards out, and Georgia Southern falls in a tough one, 20-18.
What I could tell, guys were being aggressive, and we just didn't come down at the end. We had a lot of mistakes that came back and bit us in the tail, but we had the chance to win. We still made some mistakes to get them in field goal position, so we just got to go back to the drawing board, get those fixed, and move on to the next game. I feel like we got a lot of young guys that's trying to, get in. They know what to do, and we just need to keep the consistency of getting the call, knowing you're 1/11th of what you have to do, and then executing that.
Well, we came down and we said it was going to have to be a 60-minute dogfight. That's what it turned out to be. And we said the toughest team would win, and they made one more play than us. We had our chances, didn't capitalize when we could have. But I talked to them about we have it in us. We just took the number 19 team, to the wire and could have won it, but an L is an L. Just like when we beat Campbell by one, that was a win, So we got to start over tomorrow. I told them, hey, we got to reset, got to go on to the next one. We can't do nothing about this one now, and got to go back with work tomorrow and get ready for ULM. I thought it was the right thing to do on that first drive, because I think our guys needed to know that we came to win the football game. And we were going to go for it on fourth down. We were going to make sure that we were giving everything that we had, So I'm not too bummed out about that. Obviously if we would have hit the field goal, that could have made a difference. But again, there's going to be several plays that we can look at and go, if we'd have done this, a different result would have happened. So it's not going to come down just to those. It's just all those kind of capitalize on one another. I do think we got better from game 1 to game 2. But again, a loss is a loss, and that's going to sting. It's going to hurt. But we got to see how mentally tough we are to flip the script and go back at it.
So the Eagles returning right back to Louisiana this weekend, as they'll be taking on Louisiana Monroe coming up Saturday afternoon. All right, well, stay with us. Coming up next, we'll take a look at some of the high school action.
My Queensboro banker is Cheryl Quick.
Blanchard Equipment Company has 16 locations.
Queensboro has homegrown values just like us.
They get heavily involved in every community.
And that means strong customer service.
They've been around a long time, just like John Deere.
When you run across the bank like that, you stick with them.
I sure would like to own one of these John Deeres.
Well, we can sure make that happen.
Oh, well.
Queensboro is your community bank. Queensboro National Bank and Trust.
The folks at the Georgia Southern University store want all Eagle fans to know the Statesboro campus of the university store will be open Saturday, September 12th from 11 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. and Saturday, September 19th from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Both Paulson Stadium stores will be open for window and counter service with a selection of Georgia Southern apparel from the time the gates open until the end of halftime. Web orders from the full selection of Georgia Southern apparel, hats, gifts, and tailgating items may be ordered for free pickup at Paulson Stadium at the home side store during game day hours. Web orders must be placed by 1 p.m. on Friday for each of the first 2 home games. So don't forget, for all your game day and Georgia Southern needs, shop the University Store on the Georgia Southern campus. 180 Fitness prides itself on offering the best facility, classes, programs, and staff in Statesboro. More than just a gym, they're a family. Knowledgeable staff always on site to help you, free group fitness classes, over 45 to choose from, free supervised childcare, work out worry-free while they watch your children. With the new expanded weight floor, cardio equipment, and resistance machines, 180 has everything you need. The only gym in Statesboro with a sauna, the Evolve training system offers both small group and one-on-one training to fit any budget. Located inside 180 is Statesboro's best kept secret, The Zone. The Zone is an inspiring community where you are motivated, supported, and celebrated through a unique fitness experience. With the use of heart rate monitor, you're able to train in your own individualized zone while tracking real-time results. The combination of cardio, endurance, and strength workouts will give you the lasting results you've been looking for. Your first class is free. Your body, your zone, real results. Come see why 180 Fitness has been voted the best of the borough for the last 12 years. Well, the Statesboro Blue Devils coming off a tough season opening loss to Swainsboro last week. This week, much of the same. They were in the game for most of the game. Actually had 3 offensive touchdowns, so only 1 offensive touchdown for Houston County, but 3 field goals and a blocked field goal right before the half that was returned for a touchdown proved to be the difference in this one. Statesboro ends up a tough loser on senior night at Womack Field, but they still have plenty of their goals left because they still haven't played a region game. Let's send you out for some of those highlights. Senior night at Statesboro High for their home opener, hosting Houston County. We pick things up in the first quarter. Ames Ratcliffe back to pass, but he's going to tuck it, and he'll run, and Ames Ratcliffe goes 57 yards. Nice block by James Flagg to free him up. Extra point failed, and it was 6-0 Statesboro. The Ratcliffe family liking that one. And then on defense, Statesboro with the big hits. A.J. Eason here. This would force Luke Rigby to try a field goal, and it's up and good from 30 yards away, cutting the lead to 6-3. Later, Houston County avoids a fumbled punt. They'll get it back. Then more from the Blue Devil defense and more from A.J. Eason. This time another hit for a loss. More from the Devil D. Simeon Askew going around the corner. Caleb Tisby and Gabe Idowu with the hit. Knocks the ball loose, but somehow this was ruled that he was down. Later, Dake Williams with a big hit for a loss. Statesboro back on offense, and it's Jordan Lovett hitting upfield for a nice gain into Bear territory. 26 seconds left. Cody Parker in to try to extend the lead, but this one blocked. Scooped up by Caleb Coney, who will go off to the races all the way for the touchdown, and the momentum shifts dramatically. It's 10-6. With Houston County up at the half, second half. It's Rigby in for another field goal, extending the lead to 13-6. And then more issues on special teams. The punt will be muffed and fumbled, and Houston County recovers. This would lead to yet another Rigby field goal, his 3rd of the game. 16-6 at this point. We move to the 4th quarter, and the Blue Devil defense continues to play tough. Dake Williams the hit, and then big play here, the fumble recovered by Statesboro in their own territory, but they go to the air. Ames Ratcliffe finds Jordan Lovett, who finds some room to run to midfield. Next, the pass to Jalen Michael. And Michael, nice job splitting the defense, and then he will outrun the defense to the end zone, hits the pylon. It's good for 47 yards. The lead cut to 16-12. And then from the Wildcat formation, Askew, the big guy's going to rumble his way 20 yards into the end zone. The lead back to 23-12. But Statesboro not giving up. Ames Ratcliffe fires to flag, who gets his way down to midfield. And then it's Ratcliffe to Andrell Grace, cutting it back against the grain down inside the 20. And then capping the drive, Ratcliffe in trouble into the flat, and Odarius Lipsey is going to fight his way, get into the end zone. With just over 30 seconds left, Statesboro is going to line up for an onside kick, and this one looks like it might be touched right there. Recovered by Ford Wiles, but it's going to be ruled an illegal touch, didn't go 10 yards, and Statesboro falls 23-18. Up next, the game that was originally scheduled to be against Jenkins, they were rescheduled, and now they have Appling County coming up Friday at home. Stay with us. Coming up next, we'll head over to Portal. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests, and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care.
No credit refused isn't just an offer, it's a way of business and has been for over 100 years. No banks, no ridiculous credit requirements, just local Badcock store owners who treat you right and give you credit when others won't. It's never been easier to express your style and love your home.
Well, the Portal Panthers, not very competitive in their first two losses of the season. This week they were hosting 0-2 Treutlen County and looked like they might have a chance for the victory. They were leading 16-0. Saw the Treutlen County come back to score 23 unanswered points, scored just before the end of the game in regulation to end up losing in that one 23-16. Let's send you back out for some of the highlights. Winless Portal and winless Treutlen County in action Friday at Portal. The Panthers come out swinging, or more like slinging. Quarterback Hunter Lanier looking for Elijah Coleman, and this one good for a 70-yard touchdown. Coleman into the end zone. 7-0 next. The Vikings back to punt, and Wilkin Washington with the block, the scoop, and the score. The extra point failed. Portal up 13-0. Washington never leaves the field, and this may be a good thing. Check this one out as he rips the ball loose from Quantrell Jordan and comes up with the recovery. Portal trying to put this one away. Still in the first. Lanier breaking tackles all the way down to the Vikings 16-yard line. Portal will end up going for it on fourth down later. Same drive, but Lanier will be stopped just shy, and Treutlen takes over. We move to the second quarter. Treutlen threatening, and again, it's that man, Wilkie Washington, the interception, and he returns this one close to midfield. Later, same drive from the 30, Ivan Washington gets the call. And he goes up the middle with some room to run. He's going to get tripped up inside the 5. A big play on the tackle there as Portal would have to settle for a Jose Sanchez field goal to make it 16-0 at the half. Things rolling along until the turnover bug bites. Coleman, looking for extra yards, coughs up the ball, and Treutlen in great field position, and they'd capitalize as Quamar Jordan will go in for the touchdown to make it 16-8, as the 2-point conversion was good as well. Into the 4th we go. Portal on offense and another turnover as the Vikings recover the fumble. Treutlen trying to desperately tie things up, but the Portal defense stiffens. Craig Fleming, the hit for a loss. And then it's Landon Ross coming up with a big play, stopping Jordan for a loss here. Portal gets the ball back, trying to run out the clock, but Wilkin Washington, after a great game, fumbles. Danny Clement scoops and scores, and they'd go for 2. And the big guy, Jordan, in to tie things up at 16 all. Portal looking to pull back ahead, but Lanier intercepted by a leaping P.J. Smiley. The Vikings drive the length of the field and give it to Jordan with about 35 seconds to go. He stopped just shy, but on the next play, quarterback Logan Hughes in for the score. 9 seconds left in the game, and Treutlen is going to go with the old onside kick. It works, and Portal falls 23-16. And as we mentioned, the Southeast Bullock-Bryan County game that was supposed to be played on Friday was canceled due to some COVID issues for Bryan County. That game will not be made up. The Bullock Academy was off this past Friday. They'll be taking on John Millage, last year's state champs, on the road in Milledgeville coming up Friday. Portal next up for them. They will be on the road at Metter coming up Friday. All right, that'll wrap things up for now. Don't forget to join us for our midweek show where we'll preview all the upcoming games later on in the week.